Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, thanks.
Nice. Where are you living?
I live in Brazil. In Brazil, I live in São Paulo. São Paulo is pretty next to Rio. Rio is one of the most uh, popular cities right here in Brazil because it's a touristic city, and São Paulo is pretty next to. It's nearby. São Paulo is one of the most population too. And one of the biggest city right here in Brazil too.
Oh, that's great. I have a
That's
friend
cool.
from Rio, but I think he just moved to Sao Paulo. I think so.
Interesting. Oh,
I'm not sure. I can't remember, but yeah, I think so. Sounds right.
that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And if I'm not wrong, um it's like um lo- no, I saw in your profile, so you're having a passion for teaching, especially teaching language.
hmm
Is that right?
I
So
think so.
nice.
Yeah, I've been a teacher for a really long time.
Oh, that's awesome. Teaching, it's awesome. It's a really privilege. I'm a teacher too. I teach
Mm.
music, so that's why I know where you're coming from.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
you said you teach music. Do you teach people like how to play music or
exactly.
sing or instrument?
Yeah. I teach music in a music school, and I play I play musical instruments like electric guitar, bass guitar, keyboard, drums, and I teach my students how to play those instruments. And there is a specific class from kids. You know,
hmm
the name is it's like oh, how can I translate? Yeah, whatever. It's one class specific from kids. For example, when kids get into a musical class,
hmm
um, they they like music, or the most of times their parents um, want to. Oh, I would like to my son or my daughter, learn music, but the kid
hmm
don't know how instrument they have to start because they are just a kid. So this class is I can my function there is show up all of music instruments in the classroom,
Oh, okay.
and the students are gonna, as time has grew on, you know they are gonna uh, decide how instrument they have to they like. Yeah. Oh man.
Sure.
uh yeah, they like to learn in the future.
Mm.
And there is another one, is a class from
hmm
students more advanced, when they when we as teachers, we put one of students from different instruments together, and they have
hmm
to play together as a band.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
So three three different types of classes.
oh, okay. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
When did you start?
Oh, since I was a kid, I play I played I started to play a guitar, the acoustic guitar, and
hmm
then uh, I started to play drums, and then keyboard, and they how to sing. I can sing a little bit. Not as much as I would like to, but And then electric guitar appeared in my life, and nowadays electric guitar is my main thing. It's my uh, the instrument that I really like to play when I have to play as a performancer. You know, but I like to play music with an instrument.
Oh, that's awesome. Are there other people
Yeah,
in your family that also play instruments?
other people. No, that's interesting. It's just me.
Ah, I see. Yeah, if it
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the people I know that play a lot of music grew up in really musical households.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
It happen. It
curious.
happens a lot. But with me, it was different, and it's funny because um, my parents told me it was like natural inter interest. Is that right?
Yeah, natural
Uh,
interest.
yeah, and since I was a kid, I liked to sing and dance. When I watched um, singers, and actually when I watched artists like Michael Jackson, for example, I was like, oh man, and I started to imitate them, you know,
Mm.
and they put me in a music school, and then I never stopped anymore.
Oh, I see. That's awesome. I'm glad that they supported your interests.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was a great thing.
Well, that's great. What
Yeah, that's great.
age range do you
Teacher,
teach?
you're. I don't know if it's proposedly. I don't know if that word is correct, but your camera,
Mhm.
it's a little bit of like up. I mean,
Yes,
in
yeah.
your head.
Yeah, it feels a little weird when I can't see students, so that's why.
Ah, okay. Oh, no problem.
Um, but yeah, what age range do you typically teach?
Age. Oh,
Mm,
the most of my students are kids and teenagers, and
awesome.
yeah, yeah. I got some adults as well, but the most of them are kids and teenagers. Cause the music school where I work, it's nearby a regular one, like college, middle
Mhm.
school, a normal school.
Ah,
And
sure.
so the most of my students are from there.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
is
yeah,
this
that's great.
like a public school or do you work, how can I say, do you work like in a private kind of way?
Yeah, it's private, but it's not, as I told you, it's not a regular school. Students just can learn how to play music there.
Mm,
It's just a music school. But
that's
I, but
great.
now, yeah, but nowadays a couple months ago, um, I started to work in a private school, but regular one, for kids from I don't know. Yeah, I think it's middle school. Like
Mm,
teenagers in the first degree to college.
awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
must have students all the way from learning the strings on
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
guitar to full performances.
Yeah, yeah, it's like it's nice as you told in your video, in your profile video.
Mhm.
Yeah, on your introducing video. I don't know the best expression.
Sure.
You told something like that. It's nice when you see your student um, develop your abilities and reach your goals. It's
Mhm.
really, yeah, it's really, it we feels like so happy because we can help them out as a teacher, so it's nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, it feels really nice when they're able to, do what they want to do. I have, like, for example, students who started studying for TOEFL, several years ago, and then they finally took the test and had reasonable success. That kind of thing feels really good. There's a couple of students that I've worked with since they were in like first grade, and now I think, yeah, that group of kids just started seventh grade, and it's been so wild to watch them go from teacher bathroom, bathroom, teacher bathroom to things like, I have very strong opinions about what the government has done this weekend. It's really cool to see them evolve in their skills and also just as people as well. Um, yeah, it's really rewarding. It's really nice.
Nice, that's
Yeah,
cool.
they're
And
peaceful.
let me ask you something. You
Mhm.
mentioned TOEFL and maybe IELTS. I'm not quite sure.
Sure.
You got specific. Um, it's like a preparation for this
Oh,
for
like
this.
a certification?
No, no, it's like um, for example, when a student uh, come for you to study specifically from this test, you know.
Mm,
And my question is like, for example, if there is a student and they are fluent, for example, they can speak confident, they can listen to everything and understand everything,
mhm,
so even like this in this level of fluency, they
mm.
need to prepare themselves for made this test because it's too hard.
Yeah, testing is definitely a different skill than just speaking. Yeah, so they have to practice like very specific versions of skills, and it depends on what their background is. So some people are very fluent in speaking but don't have like an academic background in English. And IELTS and
Hmm.
TOEFL and these kinds of tests, they use a lot of academic strategies and academic vocabulary. So
Yeah,
even people
interesting.
who are fluent, they need to practice their synonyms, for example, and how to structure answers. Because, like the speaking section, there is a structure for how to respond, but it's kind of unnatural, I would say. So yeah, people have to learn how to.
So it's
Uh,
possible a native English speaker don't pass on this test.
Probably, yeah. I know a lot of native
Interesting.
English speakers who don't know what an adjective is.
Oh
So,
man.
yeah, it's pretty tough, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
there
tough.
with preparation, absolutely possible. Yeah.
The life is not easy. Okay, that's nice. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but TOEFL,
That
it's an interesting test, but it's good.
Yeah, yeah. But that's why you have your work, you can uh, help the students.
Yeah, I think so. It's
Yeah,
it's
nice,
really
nice.
nice when they bring their test back and I'm like, "Yes, you did it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I
Sorry, we're
really
almost
know
out of
where you're coming
time, but
from.
it was really nice to meet you, Jane.